Liam had to decide what kind of materials he was going to use in this building, and to bring in a synthetic material into this beautiful old building would just seem like a sin, actually. Okay, so in this building we've got masonry, basically old masonry, thick walls, 16th century. So we can see the masonry itself. It needs to be protected. We've got a coat of hemp lime going on the outside, and then a coat of mineral lime, lime putty, high fat lime, going on as the final coat. On the inside, we're going to see the exposed walls, which need insulation. We're going to see the great job that Liam has done on the stud work and straightening up the walls, and basically creating the void for his hemp lime packing material. Then that is going to be plastered later on in the year. We're going to see a nice skim plaster on that, finished plaster, and the outside as well. And the whole thing is going to be a 16th century house, as new, with Hempire building materials. While the stone is beautiful, as I touch it here on the right, it's actually cold. I can feel the heat disappearing from my hand. Where I put my hand on the Hempire plaster here, there's a definite kind of back heat onto my hand, and it's a particularly sticky material. So you can really coat this material right over very problematic walls like this and get a great coat of plaster. Okay, so we can see some of the depth of these holes that we're actually dealing with. Now, this has a lot of hemp in it. The question is, could we use this as a final coat? The answer is no, not really, because the fiber's doing a great job and it's helping to fill in the holes, but we're going to put another coat of mineral plaster, sand and lime aggregate, to coat that as the weather coat, as the overcoat, if you like. So this is like the wool jumper, and then we put the overcoat with the sand and lime. Now we can go inside and we can have a look at what we're doing on the inside of the walls. So this is the outside wall of the building?
Yeah. Again, it's solid.
It's solid, yeah.
Like it's a week and a half in now.
You've put up a 2x2.
Yeah.
That's great because you've got a good catch for the material behind the stud.
Yeah. If you had mice or vermin or whatever got into the cavity, then they could travel the whole way around, and you'd have a big difficulty to get them out. But okay. And then plus when you vent it, you have air flowing at the back of it then as well, and if you did have any, if there was a leak, then you have a draft in if it wasn't 100% sealed. So
okay, so you like the fact that this is packing
in, yeah.
When you saw it arriving, what did you think?
Didn't know what to think. Funny looking stuff, but when you see it there,
it's hard to believe that it's actually going to turn into something that's solid.
Solid, yeah. But no, it seems to be going job, yeah. It's been on the cards for a while, yeah. We kind of figure out whether we were brave enough to take on the challenge of doing up the house or not, and then we just went for it.
It's going to work like a dream. Later on, we're going to be coming back and seeing how Liam's going to use the heating pipes in behind the hemp lime insulation, as it has a heating system, an in-wall heating system. And this is one of the first buildings where this is going to happen. So that's going to be very exciting to see how that actually works. So stay tuned to Hempire's channel.